Alright, what is going on, everybody? This is Trudger MC, and today we are back at it again with a Spin Master DC figure. Today we have Dark Flash, based off of the Flash movie. Now, I know the reputation of this movie, but I personally really liked it, and I especially liked this character here. If you're watching this review, I'm sure that you've already seen the Flash movie or that kind of thing, but I just really like the concept that this is Barry Allen that basically went off the deep end. And yeah, I thought that his character was done really well. So I really like that. And I'm excited to see this figure because I think he looks really cool like this. But obviously, he's an action figure. We're going to get him out of there. This is the first edition. First of what? I don't know. Because from what I understand, Spin Master only made like this one wave based off of the Flash movie. That's all good. There are the other figures in the line, and then there is a ton of information. I've come to realize that it can't be a Spin Master product without a ton of legal information in a whole bunch of different languages just riddled all over the back of the box. I've come to understand that. But what I've also come to understand is that these figures are really cool. So, without any further ado, let's open this up and see what we have going on. If I can do that. There we go. Alright, so looks like there was no checklist or anything like that, but that is okay. Alright. There we go. So there is Dark Flash, and here are these things. So here he is. I think he looks really cool. And as far as comparisons are concerned, that's definitely out of scale. But this is definitely in scale. So there we go. He actually has some size to him over Joker, which I think is appropriate. So then as far as how tall he actually is, we will find out together. Looks like he is just over 4 inches in height, like a little bit more than that. I'm not sure exactly how much. I'm not going to get too much into the specifics, but it looks like he is about 10.5 centimeters. So normally these figures are like 10 centimeters. This guy's like 10.5 centimeters. So if you follow metric, then you will see that that's actually quite a bit taller. If you don't follow metric, then he's like 4 inches and then some. So here he is. He's got some nice detail there. He is mainly just like this black. I'm not sure if it's black or if it's just, very, very dark gray. But yeah, this is definitely a dark color, but it's appropriate given what he is. Again, I'm sure if you're watching this, you've seen the movie, so you know that this is basically, young Barry Allen after he had a ton of stuff just lodged into his body from countless fights. So I think that definitely leans into that. His face looks really good, even though he is screaming his head off. But I think that's appropriate for what he is. Looks like his eyes, I can't tell. It looks like they might just be black for the eyes. I'm not sure exactly what that is, or if it's like a very dark red. It's really hard to tell, but yeah, he does have his spikes, and they're not actually that spiky, but they definitely look like they are. He has this blade coming out of his right arm there. So that's pretty cool. He's got like some spikes on his left arm up here, and then he's got some nice detail with the back of like all of these like ripples and indents and all of that from all of the stuff that impaled his body over the years of him just trying to save Supergirl and Michael Keaton Batman. So yeah, definitely looks the part, and yet he did not give up. He just kept obsessing over fixing everything, and it made him like this. But he wasn't done yet, So I actually, like I said, I actually really like the Flash movie, and I like this character in particular. But yeah, I understand that people did not like him, but that's okay. And as far as articulation, he does move his head all the way around, or at least he can. The spikes do kind of get in the way a little bit, it looks like, but that's understandable. Actually, no, his head can move all the way around, so that's all right. There's not really a whole lot of rotation any other way around. that's okay. His arms do go up at 90 degrees, so that's pretty good. You do technically get the ability to rotate all the way around, but the spikes do kind of get in the way of that. And then there is nothing in the bicep, but there is a joint in the elbow that allows about 90 degrees, and you do get a swivel there. Nothing in the hand, nothing in the torso, but for the legs, they do go out that far, so that's pretty good. Then you do go forward and back like so, and then you do get a thigh swivel there, so that's pretty good. Then you do get a single jointed knee, which is about 90 degrees, and then you do also get a rotation. I still think it's weird that these figures come with a rotation up here and here, so you essentially get two articulation points in more or less the same area. I'm not entirely sure why they did that. I think a cut at the torso would work better, but I don't know. I didn't design it. And if I did design it, then I'd know what to do with these. I'm not entirely sure what these are supposed to be. I think these are supposed to be like bladed weapons that he has, but they have clips on them. So it looks like what you could do is you could attach them to his... Did you attach them to these things? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so looks like he could hold them like so, so we could hold them like that, but then I'm not entirely sure what you do with the clip piece. Unless this is supposed to go onto his wrist, maybe? Not entirely sure. Okay, yeah, so it looks like you could do that, so you could have it like that, and if you wanted, you could also have him hold something like that, like you could have him hold the other one, so that could be kind of cool. Looks like he's, oh my goodness, so it looks like he could be like, you know, like he could be impaled, you know, by these things, but he could also rip it out and be like, I'm going to use this as a weapon, yeah, have it you know, that kind of a thing. But yeah, so I think this figure is kind of cool. If you are a fan of, you know, Dark Flash or this particular design or anything like that, I think you're going to like it. And if you enjoyed this review and you are, you know, you like this or anything else, then do be sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think if you feel so inclined. And do be sure to subscribe if you are interested in this kind of thing, because I've already reviewed a few or a couple of Spin Master stuff, and I do plan to review more. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.